Good morning folks, welcome back to the channel. And it's Sunday, week after we did Derwent Reservoir. So I've had a whole week off and I absolutely deserved it and needed that week off. And had a weekend, well, a long week, Tuesday to Saturday in the Yorkshire Dales with the caravan. Put a little bit of what we got up to there. Had no running, no cycling, no swimming. Just relaxation, a few walks, trip around the cave, and that was it. So a nice relaxing week. And now I'm back and I'm here at Sherwood Pines. I'm going to do quite a long run. Plan is 15k, but we might go 25. We'll see how Nita feels. Might leave her in the car for one of those laps. But we'll see. Right, here we are, Sherwood Pines. It's a bit windy, but it gets a bit sheltered in the trees. I've got Nita wrapped around my legs. She's in helping, so she's ready to go. And we'll get running. Right, here we are at the start of the 10k running route. There's two routes here at Sherwood Pines. There's a 10k running route and there's a 5k running route. So both start from here, both finish near the visitor centre. And we're going to follow the 10k. We're about 2.7k in. I just got this hill. I'm not going to kill myself on the hills today because for the London reverse there are no hills really. So I don't see the point in killing myself running up them just to wreck the pace. But at the minute, going through the first 2k in about 6:45 per kilometre. So that's exactly bang on where I want it to be. And then the second kilometre was a bit quicker at 6:30, but first one was a bit stop-start as well. So I've had some fuel this morning. I've had a banana, energy bar, I've got energy drink with me, I've got gels. Probably going to plan to have a gel at about 8k, something like that. Probably need to have them more regularly on the London Marathon reverse, but for today I'm going to start there. And then probably go every 5k and that'll give me 8 gels, but there's a bit more energy through the night because you've been up for 24 hours. Right, let's get to the top of this hill and we'll carry on. All going so well so far. Let's see how we get going. Okay, through 5k in just under 35 minutes, 34 something, but nice and steady, keeping that pace around 6:30 per kilometre. So it's there or thereabouts at the moment, maybe a little bit too quick. I want to slow it down just a little bit more so we don't burn out towards the end so much. But feeling okay, legs are feeling all right. It's nice to run on unlaking eggs, to be honest, because the last 3 or 4 months all they've done is ache. But that week off has really paid off, I think, and reset everything. Relax the muscles a bit and then ready to go again through the summer now. Lots of races coming up. Got the London reverse marathon, sorry, in 2 weeks today. And then 2 weeks after that we've got the Nottingham sprint triathlon. So I need to get some open water swimming in before then. Hoping the water warms up a bit. Right, let's keep this going and get the first 10k done anyway. I seem to have joined for a section back there. There's is it Rasselbock trail running event, which I seem to have joined, but they've gone a different way now. I'm carrying on the purple 10k route. Just stick with my own plan. But yeah, Marshall said I was winning. I think he might have been lying. Right, so we're at 10k. Not quite finished the 10k route, but that's because I started it a bit early, I think. But 1:08 for the 10k, which makes that a consistent 2.5k. So I'm happy with that because that's running at around about the pace I want to run at for that London Marathon reverse in 2 weeks' time. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to get to the top of this little hill, so save my legs a little bit. But yeah, feeling good, feeling strong. I'm going to drop Nita off at the car. I'm going to do another 10k, I think, and then take her around for a 5k afterwards. But let's just get this this route finished and back to the car. To finish for the 10k running route. So that's the 10k officially. I've got it at 10.4, but I did start the watch early, so that'll be about right. So 10k down, another 10k. We're just under 12k. I forgot to have the gel at 8, and then I forgot at 10. So I've just had it now, nearly 12k, 11.5k, 12k. But never mind. I think I was just struggling. Just need 5 minutes for that to sink in, and then back on it again. But pace is going okay so far. I'm kind of happy with it. I don't think I'm over pushing it. I don't think I'm going too slow. And I think if I can just maintain this pace, then I should be all right. Anyway, beautiful morning, sun shining, birds are singing. Okay, going to call it at 21k and 21.15. Here's the finish of the 10k loop, so that's 2 loops and we're done. There we go, 21k, 2 hours 28, a bit slower than my half marathon pace, but you know what, the terrain, the hills, none of that is conducive to running quick, for me anyway, but it's a good training run, gives me a good benchmark ready for London Marathon. Okay, just saved the run on my watch and I'm actually quite pleased with that. I wanted to average 6:45, but 7-minute kilometre pace for me is absolutely fine for marathon. And my pace was exactly 7 minutes per kilometre, and that's with walking up hills as well, which I hope I won't need to do on the reverse marathon, because London is pretty flat. There may be the odd incline, but nothing drastic. And actually walking up these big hills here in Sherwood Pines is actually no bad thing, because they are sapping your energy, and the terrain and it's fairly flat. It's not muddy, it's not been raining, it's not sloppy, it's firm underfoot. But that said, still running on trails, not on tarmac, running in trail shoes, not in road shoes. There's all sorts of factors there to just take into account when you're training. And to me, a half marathon training run on trails is worth easy 3/4 of a marathon on the road. And we proved that through training through the winter in Blidworth Woods and running on the trails and the hills there, is that when you get to a race, and did that half marathon in Nottingham, what you realise is you've got some pace, because the ground's better, the shoes are better, and you can run at a better pace. So that was, proof was in the pudding there. So I'm just going to rely on the fact that that theory works, and I can run better on the roads than I can on the trails. Right, time to get Nita out of the car. We're just here. I'm going to get a coffee and a sausage roll, and she should have had a good rest. She did the 6 miles with me, the first 6 miles, then I left her in the car for the second 6, because I don't think she was quite up for it. She had a busy week. Right, we'll see how Nita is. What do you think? Is she there? You been good? Let's have a look. There she is, look. She's been a good girl. Yeah, you've been waiting. Yeah, good girl. And come on back in the car then. Here, up. Come on up in the car, sit down. Right, that's it for today. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next training session.